Hey, what's up good people of the internet? Today I installed a huge turbo and a 200 wet shot of nitrous, and I'm going to show you how much power this thing makes now. You buckled up, Freddy? Yep. Let's do it. Jesus! Oh man, this ain't good. Oh god. Hey Frank, do we have any JB Weld left? Manual cars have a neat feature that give you a game show style buzzer sound when you shift it wrong. Same thing applies for these older cars with 3 on the tree, except it sounded more like sawing into bone. Whoop, well, let's just stick that back on and back away slowly. Hey man, this ain't the 60s anymore. Did that shifter consent to being handled that way? Customer states that he can feel a very slight knock when he's driving. I never thought that I'd say this, but you do know that brake pads are supposed to be changed occasionally, right? Right? Hey man, quick question. Is this within manufacturer specified tolerance? Alright class, today we're going to learn how to remove rockers the easy way. Okay Mikey, go ahead and crank it.
My eye!
Well, while I'm at the ER with Chad, I want you to think about the lesson I taught you today. Never let a rocker hit you in the eye.
Yes, sir.
Lights not working? Punch it. People not listening to you? Hey, I found this cool little hack for VWs. If you hook up the battery jumper backwards, the car will give you a light show. Well, this gives a whole new meaning to pumping gas. Yeah, it's a bad joke. I'll see myself out. Chevrolet now has a new security feature that blasts front-mounted miniguns when you hold the rear hatch button. It is important to note that the neighborhood crackhead mechanic is never a great choice for a reason. Unless you're looking to add features, such as starting your car with the headlight switch.
Big dog, if you ain't gonna pay me, big dog, I take all this back loose and don't get fouled on me, big dog. Cause all these other cash cars I fix, they ain't gonna tell you I fixed their car.
Okay, you little you don't want to work? Okay, well let's just see about that. You want to take it? Yeah! Dude, this one's crazy. This man has never changed his rotors, like ever. And this is easily a 40-plus-year-old truck, and this is what happens. Your rotors turn into razor blades. What's crazier to think about is at some point, this vehicle had some sort of issue stopping, and someone must have looked at the brake pads and replaced them. So either they didn't notice the rotors at all, or they looked at it and thought to themselves, yeah, everything looks good to me, and just went on with their merry way. Folks, check your shit. Don't let it get this out of hand. This is very dangerous. Or, do whatever you want to. Tired of your check engine light and that annoying car chime? Well, Mercedes has started implementing a new percussion chime, so now you hear some pretty sweet beats when your shit's all f***ed up. Hey boss, I couldn't figure out how to get the air in the tire, so I'm making a new place for a valve stem. Well, good news. We know that the issue isn't the lack of spark. Now, I would never suggest that anyone actually do this, but filling that window washing reservoir with oil might actually make it effective in deterring tailgaters. This dude heard this banging sound under his car for years and never thought to just get under it and jiggle shit around. Easiest $200 I've ever made. When you live in the Rust Belt, it's not uncommon to find cars that are held together by rust and Bondo. If you have to deal with this kind of shit, let me know in the comments where you're from. I never really ever recommend fixing your car with violence, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So apparently the security feature of this car is pretty rare. If you try to start the car with an unprogrammed key, instead of sounding an alarm, it emits a sound of an old movie reel spinning up. Customer states that her engine got really loud all of a sudden. Hey there good people of the internet. If you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out in keeping those videos coming your way. We've also got some pretty awesome Noob Mechanic merch available. You can find a link to our Amazon store in the description below. And if you want to go that extra mile, consider becoming a channel member or checking out our Patreon. We've got some sweet perks lined up just for you, including early access to new videos, behind the scenes content, and much more. Thanks for being a part of this journey with us. I appreciate your time. Let's go ahead and hop right back in the video. Customer complains of a slight dinging sound when driving. Customer brought her car in because it just hasn't been running right. Upon removing the oil pan, it was discovered that this little doodad is loose. Does anyone know how many ugga-duggas it needs to be in spec? The best brains in the entire world got together and finally developed a windshield wiper system that also wipes the driver's side window. Did you know that if your wiper blades don't work, you can slam your hood to loosen the mechanism?
Hey Larry, I think I found the problem. This little spinny doodle is playing red light, green light.
Apparently you can safely remove this light's housing by punching the release button. Right about here.
Nice, smart.
Just for reference, your timing belt should not be described as floppy at any point. Sometimes you need a little in and out action and a jiggle to get things going.
Yeah, boy.
Hey Larry, why do you think this man has named his truck Willie Nelson?
Well, it's because it's old. Now stop messing around and let's go.
Hey, go on and bring your car up to us. We have the best selection of turbos that 20 bucks can buy. We got big turbos, small turbos, broken turbos, and working turbos.
Sir, we don't have working turbos.
Okay, we got broken turbos. Get your broken turbos today.
Alright, so step 1, you're going to want to pull on the hood insulator and just release all the hood nuts. Now I've seen a 2-piece rotor before, but I've never seen some shit like this.
Damn!
Well, that's going to finish up today's episode. Before we wrap things up, I want to thank all of my Noobs in Training members. I also wanted to thank our Patreon members, and I want to give a special shout out to William for being a godly tier member. We sincerely appreciate your support in helping us continue to make videos you love. If you want to join Patreon members and get a special shout out in future videos, make sure to check out our Patreon, link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
You should really subscribe to Noob Mechanic. Come along for the ride. Click like while you're at